as a result of it. Then I flipped to the next video and I saw what was happening inside the state house, right? So this is the presidential mansion, okay? This is like the Kenyan White House. I saw that inside the state house, the president got very, 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 very angry. And I saw this man visibly hardening, okay? The way the Bible said that Pharaoh hardened, I saw something happening to William Ruto, and he became visibly hardened. His face was so emotionless, but at the same time, it was livid and lit up with rage. The man was so angry, and he did not look like someone you would like to mess with. His whole countenance changed. And I saw him barking out orders, calling certain people to his office, and he began to give them orders that were very much not in line with international treaties and United Nations humanitarian covenants and policies. God did not allow me to hear what this man was saying, but God was letting me know that what President William Ruto was saying to the key people, key advisors and things like that, I guess chief of police and the chief judges and chief justice and things like that, the people that he called into his office after he had changed, after he became so heartless and hardened with anger because of what was going on and shaming him and things like that in Kenya, God was showing me that whatever this man was saying was very not in line with global human rights that guarantee things like free speech, personal safety of the individual, the right of assembly. This is the right to gather together, to have protests, the right to plan protests, okay? And also the right of a free press, meaning that the Kenyan press can come out and say that the government has failed here and here and here, and then the journalist is not supposed to go missing, or he's not supposed to blow up in his car, or his children are not supposed to have a special bus accident, or things like that. So free speech, personal safety of the individual, the rights of assembly, and the free press. I saw that the orders that he was giving were not in line with international and global laws that guarantee those things in every country. So most of this dream, I wasn't hearing the exact words that people were saying, but in some cases the sound was very much up, such as the videos that would be flicked to, and the people would be so angry. But this one was very low with hardly any sound, but the orders he was giving were very harsh to the people that he called to see him. And then I saw that they started carrying them out against Kenyans, especially in those areas that the government noticed were causing the most unrest. I saw that the government put together a plan to quell all insurrection that had broken out in Kenya, and most of it involved harsh and repressive backlash from the government. So then one of the videos, it flicked, and I saw basically a blackout, okay? I saw a media blackout. This is not blackout with lights, this is blackout on the media. And God was showing me that the government had resorted to using something that in the dream was called media jammers to quell all insurrection that had broken out in Kenya. And most of it involved harsh and repressive backlash from the government. So then one of the videos, it flicked, and I saw basically a blackout, okay? I saw a media blackout. This is not blackout with lights, this is blackout on the media. And God was showing me that the government had resorted to using something that in the dream was called media jammers. Media jammers. So whatever a media jammer is, I did not see the tool itself. What I saw basically was something like a panorama of Kenyan houses, and it was at nighttime, and then above the Kenyan houses were little lightning bolts. You know the lightning bolt emoji? It's the yellow emoji of a lightning bolt. I saw many little yellow emojis over houses. So one house would have about 4, 5, 6 like that lightning bolts, and God was showing me that is the operation of a media jammer. And when they use media jammers in an area or media jammers on a house, the Lord was showing me that no electronics will work in that house, whether telephonically, excuse me, please. No media jammers. No electronics will work in that house, whether telephonically to make a phone call or make a text, or through the internet. Your phone will not work for internet, texting, calls, VoIP. This is voice over something. That's what it's for. It won't work like that. So things like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, nothing like that is going to work. God was showing me that even if you want to text your family member who is in the same house, just in another room, that text will not work. You'll have to get up and you'll have to go and talk to that person rather than phone them or text them to bring you whatever you were asking them to bring you. I saw that the phones were made dead as a means of breaking up communication across the country. And the reason they were breaking up communication across Kenya is because they wanted to limit and spoil the ability of the different groups to organize protests, which you just heard is a right that people have in a free and a democratic nation. But they also wanted to discourage people and prevent them from mobilizing behind a common cause. And they also wanted to break up these groups where people get together in maybe Facebook groups or WhatsApp groups, and they talk and they share feelings and they support each other and they build up the movement that Kenya has had going for a while. I saw that the government resorted to using media jammers to stop the mobilization of a common cause, to stop communication, to stop networking, to stop people being able to organize a day to strike, organize a day to protest, and things like that. The government used all of that to remove the people's rights and ability